Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Welcome to the first lecture in week 3. In this lecture, we will continue about developing marketing strategies and plans. And according to your request of giving example, I'll give you a big example, a comprehensive example about how a company, an international sports company, did develop their product plan. We reached last lecture before strategic formulation. We stopped at strategic alliances. Even giant companies such as Philips and Nokia often cannot achieve leadership either nationally or globally without forming alliances with domestic or multinational companies that complement or leverage their capabilities and resources. Just doing business in another country may require the firm to license its product, form a joint venture with a local firm, or buy from local suppliers to meet domestic content and requirements. Many firms have developed global strategic networks, and victory is going to those who build the better global network. Strategic alliances fall into four major categories: product or service alliances, promotional alliances, logistics alliances, and pricing collaborations. And I'll explain each of them in details. Product or service alliances. One company licenses another to produce its product, or two companies jointly market their complementary products or a new product. The credit card industry is a complicated combination of cards jointly marketed by banks such as Bank of America, credit card companies such as Visa. Promotional alliances. One company agrees to carry a promotion for another company's product or service. McDonald's teamed up with Disney for 10 years to offer products related to current Disney films as part of its Meals for Children. Logistics alliances. Here, one company offers logistical services for another company's product. Warner Music Group and Sun Pop Records created the Alternative Distribution Alliance (ADA) in 1993 as a joint venture to distribute and manufacture records owned by independent labels. Pricing collaborations. One or more companies joined a special pricing collaboration. Hotel and rental car companies often offer mutual price discounts. B5. Program formulation and implementation. The first topic under this is multiple stakeholders' needs. Today's businesses recognize that unless they nurture other stakeholders such as customers, employees, suppliers, distributors, they may never earn sufficient profits for the stockholders. A company might aim to delight its customers, perform well for its employees, and deliver a threshold level of satisfaction to its suppliers. In setting these levels, it must not violate any stakeholders group's sense of fairness about the treatment it is receiving relative to the others. A dynamic relationship connects the stakeholder groups. A smart company creates a high level of employee satisfaction, which leads to higher effort, which leads to higher quality products and services, which creates higher customer satisfaction, which leads to more repeat business, which leads to higher growth and profits, which leads to higher stockholder satisfaction, which leads to more investment, and so on. Still under B5. According to McKinsey & Company, strategy is only one of the 7 elements, all of which start with the letter S, in successful business practice. The first 3, which are strategy, structure, and systems, are considered the hardware of success. The next 4, style, skills, staff, and shared values, are the software. The first software element, which is style, means company employees share a common way of thinking and behaving. The second is skill, which means employees have the skills needed to carry out the company's strategy. The next one is staffing, which means the company has hired able people, trained them well, and assigned them to the right jobs. The fourth element, shared values, means employees share the same guiding values. When these elements are present, companies are usually more successful at strategy implementation. The last is feedback and control, B6. The market environment changes faster than the company's 7S. Thus, a company might remain efficient yet lose effectiveness. Peter Drucker pointed out that it is more important to do the right thing to be effective than to do things right. To be efficient. The most successful companies, however, excel at both. Once an organization fails to respond to a changed environment, it becomes increasingly hard to recapture its lost position. Organizations, especially large ones, find it difficult to change one part without adjusting everything else. Yet, organizations can be changed through strong leadership, preferably in advance of a crisis. The key to organizational health is willingness to examine the changing environment and adopt new goals and behaviors. Types of environments. Some environments are fairly stable from year to year. Other environments evolve slowly in a fairly predictable way. Still, other environments change rapidly in major and unpredictable ways. The company can count on one thing: the marketplace will change, and when it does, the company will need to review and revise its implementation program, strategies, or even objectives. The last level of the planning is product planning. Working within the plans set by the levels above them, product managers come up with a marketing plan for individual products, lines, brands, channels, or customer groups. Each product level, whether a product line or a brand, must develop a marketing plan for achieving its goals. A marketing plan is therefore a written document that summarizes what the marketer has learned about the marketplace and indicates how the firm plans to reach its marketing objectives. It contains tactical guidelines for the marketing programs and financial allocations over the planning period. A marketing plan is one of the most important outputs of the marketing process. It provides direction and focus for the brand, product, or company. Non-profit organizations use marketing plans to guide their fundraising and outreach efforts. And government agencies use them to build public awareness of nutrition and stimulate tourism. More limited in scope than a business plan, a marketing plan documents how the organization will achieve its strategic objectives through specific marketing strategies and tactics. And here at the end of this, I'll give you a very comprehensive example about a company who developed their marketing plan. You have to distinguish between the marketing plan and the business plan. The business plan is for the whole company, but the marketing plan is for a specific product or brand. With the customer as a starting point, it's also linked to the plans of other departments. Marketing plans are becoming more customer and competitor oriented, better reasoned, and more realistic. They draw more inputs from all the functional areas and are team developed. Planning is becoming a continuous process to respond to rapidly changing market conditions. The most frequently cited shortcomings of current marketing plans occurring to marketing executives are lack of realism, insufficient competitive analysis, and a short-run focus. A marketing plan usually contains the following sections. Number 1, and these sections will be included in the example that I will explain to you later. I will explain how a very famous, a very successful international organization did develop their marketing plan using these sections. Executive summary and table of contents. The marketing plan should open with a table of contents and brief summary for senior management of the main goals and recommendations. The second part in the marketing plan is the situation analysis. This section presents relevant background data on sales, cost, the market competitors, and the various forces in the macro environment. How do we define the market? How big is it? How fast is it growing? What are the relevant trends and the critical issues? Firms will use all this information to carry out a SWOT analysis. Marketing strategy. This is the third part in the marketing plan. Here, the marketing manager defines the mission, marketing and financial objectives, and needs the market offering is intended to satisfy, as well as its competitive positioning. All this requires input from other areas such as purchasing, manufacturing, sales, finance, and human resources. The fourth part is the financial projections. Financial projections include a sales forecast, an expense forecast, and a break-even analysis, and we will see all of these in the example. On the revenue side, it forecasted sales volume by month and product category, and on the expense side, the expected cost of marketing broken down into finer categories. The break-even analysis estimates how many units the firm must sell monthly to offset its monthly fixed cost and average per unit variable costs. A more complex method of estimating profit is risk analysis. Here we obtain three elements: optimistic, pessimistic, and most likely for each uncertain variable affecting profitability under an assumed marketing environment and marketing strategy for the planning period. And we will see in our example how the financial projections are carried out. Implementation controls. Under C, we have implementation controls. The last section outlines the controls for monitoring and adjusting implementation of the plan. Typically, it spells out the goals and budgets for each month or quarter, so management can review each period's results and take corrective actions as needed. Some organizations include contingency plans. And here we come to the end of the 3 levels of planning. In theory, they are 4 levels, but as you remember, in the previous lectures, we grouped A and B together and we called them A. So we have now A, B, and C, and this is the end of C. As I promised you, this is a comprehensive example upon your request about how a company did implement their marketing plan. So Pegasus is a sport international company, and this is their marketing plan. So here I'll give you a sample of a marketing plan for an international sports company. As you recall from what I just said, the marketing plan consists of many parts, 5 parts actually, and the first part is the executive summary. Here is how this international company developed their executive summary. So here is an example of an actual marketing plan for an international sports company. They said about themselves that they are a sports international, which is a start-up aftermarket inline skating accessory manufacturer. They define themselves as a start-up aftermarket inline skating accessory manufacturer. In addition to the aftermarket products, here they will tell everyone what do they produce or what do they provide if they are providing services. The company is developing skate tours, a service. So they are providing products and services. A service that takes a client out in conjunction with a local skate shop and provides them with an afternoon of skating using inline skates and some of their company's accessories such as skates sales. The aftermarket skate accessory market has been largely ignored, although there are several major manufacturers of the skates themselves. The accessory market has not been addressed. So this is a gap in the market that has not been addressed by other competitors. This provides the company with an extraordinary opportunity for market growth. Skating is a booming sport. Currently, most of the skating is recreational. There are, however, a growing number of skating competitions, including team-oriented competitions such as skate hockey, as well as individual competitions such as speed skate racing. The company will work to grow these markets and develop the skate transportation market, a more usage of skating. So this is their executive summary, and they continue. The executive summary is very important because it tells the reader everything about the company. Several of the company's currently developed products have patent pending, and local market research indicates that there is a great demand for these products. The company will achieve fast, significant market penetration through a solid business model, long-range planning, and a strong management team that is able to execute this exciting opportunity. The 3 principals on the management team have over 30 years of combined personal and with the empirical information as well as the passion to provide the skating market with much needed aftermarket products, and this will come in the SWOT analysis under strength. The company will sell its products initially through its website. This direct to the customer approach will allow the company to achieve higher margins and maintain a close relationship with the customers, which is essential for producing products that have a true market demand. By the end of the year, The company will have also developed relationships with different skate shops and will begin to sell some of its products through retailers. The second part in any product plan is situation analysis. Here is how the company did their situation analysis. The company is entering its first year of operation. Its products have been well received, and marketing will be key to the development of a brand and product awareness, as well as the growth of the customer base. The company International offers several different aftermarket skating accessories, serving the growing inline skating industry. Under situation analysis, we have market summary. The company possesses good information about the market and knows a great deal about the company attributes of the most prized customer. This information will be leveraged to better understand who is served, what their specific needs are, and how the company can better communicate with them. The target markets here is the recreational, fitness, speed, hockey, and extreme. Under this, we have market demographics. The profile for the typical company's customer consists of the following geographic, demographic, and behavior factors. Geographic. The company has not set geographic targets area. By leveraging the expansive reach of the internet and multiple delivery services, the company can serve both domestic and international customers. The total targeted population is 31 million users. Demographics. There is an almost equal ratio between male and female users. Here they are analyzing their users. Ages 3 to 46 with 48% clustering around ages 23 to 34. The recreational users tends to cover the widest age range, including young users through active adults. The fitness users tend to be ages 20 to 40. The speed users tend to be in their late 20s and early 30s. The hockey players are generally in their teens through their early 20s. The extreme segment is of similar age to the hockey players. Of the users who are over 20, 65% have an undergraduate degrees, substantial undergraduate coursework. The adult users have a median personal income of $47,000. So here they talked about gender, they talked about age, they talked about education and about income, and these are, as you know, demographic variables. Behavior factors. Users enjoy fitness activities not as a means of a healthy life. So why do they behave like this? Not because of health purposes, but as an intrinsically enjoyable activity in itself. Users spend money on typical sports equipment. Users have active lifestyles that include some sort of recreation at least 2 or 3 times a week. 212 market needs. We are still under part 2 of the marketing plan. The company is providing the skating community with a wide range of accessories of all variation or for all variations of skating. The company seeks to fulfill the following benefits that are important to its customer. Quality craftsmanship. The customers work hard for their money and do not enjoy spending it on disposable products that work only for a year or two. Well thought out designs. The skating market has not been addressed by well thought out products that serve skaters' needs. The company's industry experience and personal dedication to the sport will provide it with the needed information to produce insightfully designed products. Customer service. Exemplary service is required to build sustainable business that has a loyal customer base. Market trends. The company will distinguish itself by marketing products not previously available to skaters. The emphasis in the past has been to sell skates and very few replacement parts. The number of skaters is not restricted to any one single country or continent or age group, so there is a world market. The company has products for virtually every group of skaters. The fastest growing segment of this sport is the fitness skater. Therefore, the marketing is being directed toward this group. Blade boots will enable users to enter establishments without having to remove their skates. Blade boots will be aimed at the recreational skater, the largest segment. Skate aids, on the other hand, are great for everyone.